Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the 8-Bit Idiots podcast. Stop moving your hands. Now, our last episode was a little bit premature. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Our last episode was a little bit premature because we spoke about a lot of things,
Premature jokes.
which then, like, a week later, got a shitload more information on it.
Yeah.
So we were speaking about Shazam and Aquaman, and then a week later at San Diego Comic-Con, all the trailers and all that sort of crap dropped. So
get ready for us to actually talk about it?
we're going to be talking about the exact same shit.
Yeah. But
Again.
we're going to have more enthusiasm. Maybe. Maybe not. We're going to have more details. Maybe. Again, maybe not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But we're going to talk about a trailer.
Yes. Couple of trailers, actually. We've got heaps.
Yeah, we got Titans, we got Shazam, we got Aquaman, we got a little bit more Venom stuff.
Yep.
It's literally our last episode
But,
again.
yeah,
with
just
more-
like
with more.
supercharged with information.
Yeah.
DC really brought it this year at Comic-Con. What do you reckon?
Yeah, fuck oath.
Like-
Good.
Yeah.
I think Marvel's sort of keeping everything a little bit on the hush-hush because of the Infinity War stuff.
Yeah,
So they don't want to be like, oh, and we're doing this and this and this, and it would sort of wreck the Infinity War ending. So I think they're trying to keep that on the DL.
That does make sense. Was it Infinity War that they like released that trailer last year? Was that? Where they like had a special Comic-Con trailer that there was only like one version online? You remember that? You remember watching that?
Nope.
No?
I don't know. I don't have a clue what you're talking about.
Don't worry about it then. It's fine. It's just a trailer of a movie that's already gone by.
Anyway, this episode is brought to you by Carstos, our sponsor, who we'll mention again later on in the episode. If you hear any background noise, it's because we've got podcast dogs in the room.
Yeah, we're letting them join today.
They felt pretty left out.
Just hoping. No, never mind.
And
And oh my god.
if you periodically through the episode, we may discuss pictures, movies. I mean, we may discuss pictures or I don't know, cast photos, something like that. If we do discuss it, we're probably going to put it up on our Facebook, which again is 8-Bit Idiots Pod.
So keep an eye out for it.
Yep. So,
All right.
Where do you want to start?
Let's start off with speculation.
Or
Batman.
okay, yeah.
Okay. What?
No, it's just speculation was pretty vague, and my creative mind just went. I reckon we're going to be wiped out by androids and AI. That's my speculation. But Batman.
That's deep.
So,
Can we start small and then expand to that?
yes.
Good.
So Matt Reeves, Batman.
Matt Reeves, Batman.
The Batman.
Ben Affleck's in. Ben Affleck's out. Ben Affleck's out.
I think he's out for this.
I think he's out for this, but he's not out for everything. What are we doing with the movie Batman without the Batman?
It is going to be, all the information that we got is it's going to be set in the past, before Batman vs. Supes, and it's looking like it's going to be Batman Year 1.
Yeah, well, reports are saying that it's about 20 years, and the time frame that Batman had been around for, like at the time of Batman v Superman, was 20 years. So, yeah, heavy speculation that's going to be the Batman Year 1 story, which I'm whatever.
Well, they haven't even cast Batman, though.
No, I know.
That's what's annoying me. Like,
This is just...
and you want to know what the casting call for him was? Somebody 15 to 20 years younger looking than Ben Affleck.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, well
pretty
done.
vague.
It's that's gonna get some good acting skills. Wait, hang on. How old is Ben Affleck?
I don't know. Old enough to be a good Batman?
Could I play Batman then? I mean, I'm probably 15 to 20 years younger than Ben Affleck.
You're also like 5 foot nothing
Hey.
and scrawny.
I'm something, and I'm not. Whatever.
I couldn't do it either, if that makes you feel any better.
That does make me feel better, knowing that you can't do stuff.
I think about that every night.
Yeah.
So
Are you excited for this movie?
like, I want a standalone Batman flick, obviously, but I couldn't care less at this point.
you want the flick with the fleck?
Yeah, I want the flick fleck.
Yeah. See? I want the flick with the fleck, and I'm not getting the fleck.
Yeah, I like the fleck.
I'm getting no fleck.
Yeah, I want some fleck.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on to that. If we see it, which we will see it, if it's bad, we could say fuck Batman.
Okay, that was a bad transition. But
It was
okay,
a bad transition, but I'm doing it.
Let's
sticking
talk
with it.
about the Titans trailer.
Titans trailer. If you have seen it,
I don't want to go too deep into the Titans trailer.
Neither
'cause
do I.
I don't have too much nice to say about it.
well, let me put it this way. I didn't finish the trailer.
You didn't.
I didn't finish it. I got about probably halfway through.
What, did you get to the fuck Batman line and give up?
No, I saw that and then saw a couple of other little sequences. And, like, to me, this is a TV show, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It looks like a TV show.
Yeah, CW or something.
Worse.
You reckon?
Worse.
See-
It just looks like a teen, like some shitty. Okay, like I know a lot of people like Riverdale, but it's got a very certain tone about it where everything is really dramatic.
Yes.
It's got that for I don't know, no reason.
See, I actually really enjoyed the look of it, and I'm a little bit excited for the whole Titans aspect. I'm excited for the bloody, beat 'em up sort of thing that
Yep.
they're going for.
Yep,
Just
a lot more hardcore.
Yeah, just that style. Like, it's not like,
This ain't your grandpappy's Teen Titans Go.
yeah, when Arrow used to like pin cushion someone, but there wasn't a speck of blood.
Yeah.
And they just have a few sticks sticking out of their chest and
Yeah.
nothing else.
Yeah.
It won't be that. It'll be gory. It'll be, well, not maybe not gory. Like, they're not.
But they're
but
not going to shy away from the fact that people have blood in them.
It'll
and-
have special effects.
yeah.
It'll up the rating.
So this is going to be on DC's exclusive streaming service,
Correct.
DC
Yes.
Universe.
Yes.
Which
Which I'll be getting near straight away. I don't know why. There's not that much to go on.
there's not that much to go on. Like, this is going to be one of their main things on there at the moment. But speaking of the DC Universe streaming service, it's apparently going to be a lot more than just a streaming service. So they are wanting basically just a whole center for all DC fans, whether it be movies, TV shows, comics, animated movies. They
See-
want it to be a central hub for all DC fans to share, even communicate.
See, that's
What do you
a
think?
good move, but whether it'll get the use that they want, I don't know.
Well,
Like,
I feel most of the time that companies try and do stuff like this, it just doesn't work. Like, great as concept, but
It doesn't
humans
work
are pretty
because-
lousy.
It doesn't work because there's already established places for that. You've got Reddit, you've got 4chan, you've got all these other different message boards that people are already using as their community. What is enticing me to swap to that sort of thing? Unless it's just going to be for streaming, which is the main thing I'll be using it for. Like, I peruse message boards and all that sort of stuff all the time, but I never post. I'm not active. I'm a lurker.
See, I'm wondering if they're going to be bringing, like, they've said comics to it, but I wonder to what extent is that? Because, I mean...
Well, you can
'cause
already buy comics online.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that's... Unless they shift where you can buy comics to this place exclusively, I don't really...
I think they would. Why not?
Well, yeah, it'd be a good move, too.
Yeah, you get people using it. Like, you get, all the reasons, for someone to use it. Come together.
It'd be a good move. I'm a comic
Together.
I'm a comic book purist, so I like the actual books. I don't like digital
Hmm.
copies. And yeah, I swapped to digital copies when comic books got too expensive, but if I had disposable income to buy comics, I wouldn't be buying them online.
Yeah, no,
I'd be
neither
buying
would
the
I.
paper copies.
Yeah.
But, if you're going to make me... If it gives me a certain access to comics
I think that would be good.
without spending more on them, that'd be fantastic.
I think a good way to do that would be to have, let's say, 1 or 2 comics free per month. So for that month, you can read.
Yeah, similar to like Xbox Gold, where you get a couple of free games every month.
Exactly. Yeah, you can get
Or-
those ones. Like, not
Or you do like a payment system, like the standard, just watch what DC stuff there
Yep.
is like $6 a month. For a few extra comics, it's like $10 a month. For unlimited comics and unlimited streaming, it's $20 a month, something like that.
I could see that really working, actually. Because, I mean, there's people out there who are already paying, subscriptions and all that sort of stuff for comics every month. You add, all these movies and TV shows, and it's going to be all the DC movies.
Although
Like
the way
everything's stretching back years and years.
the way I see them doing it more though is like you pay for a subscription, a monthly subscription, and you tick off a box of every single comic that you want, and then it'll calculate your price at the end. I reckon it'll be something like that.
Probably.
But
But I don't know. See, like, I mean, I've got comics already downloaded on my iPad, and I rarely, you know,
yeah, those are pooping comics
yeah,
when you go to the bathroom.
yeah. I rarely have my
I get
iPad
that.
at that point.
Yeah, don't you hate that?
Yeah.
You need like an iPad holder or a specific toilet iPad.
That'd be good.
A toilet tablet, if you will.
A toilet tablet. Very nice. Very nice.
Let's get back to Titans quickly.
No.
Okay.
All right, go.
No, I like the direction they're heading with upping the rating sort of thing, upping
Yeah,
the
yeah.
special effects, all that sort of stuff. I don't like what they're doing to the characters though. Turning like Raven's always been quite gothic, but they've turned her into like a modern day goth rather than a comic book goth, if you know what I mean.
I don't, sir.
Instead of like some pasty chick wearing a hoodie, wearing like a robe and a cloak and all that sort of stuff and floating around like you see in the Titans,
Yeah.
Teen Titans TV series
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Now she's a pasty chick in an actual hoodie walking around, and I don't know. It's just
I think
the aesthetic, the vibe is off.
Yeah,
and
well-
that goes for Beast Boy. He looks fucking weird. It goes for Starfire. She looks fucking weird. Although surprisingly, she's the better one. And
Yeah.
the only one that I actually like the look of is Robin.
Yeah, well, I think Robin's a lot easier to nail than any of the other characters, for sure. I mean, he's a dude in a costume. Like, that's not hard.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally what he is. He's a human in a costume.
I just like the look of him as Dick Grayson.
Yeah, no, I think he works. But, I mean, I don't know. The problem I have with this trailer...
I mean,
and-
fuck Batman, right?
Yeah, fuck Batman, right? That dude sucks. We all hate him, right? We
Nah.
all hate him.
See, everyone hated that line. I don't actually mind it. I don't.
I said this to you when we first watched the trailer. Like, say anything else. Just anything would have worked. Just like, I don't need him.
I don't.
Like,
I don't mind it.
I could still fuck you up without Batman. Say that. You could say the F word. I don't give a shit about that.
I don't mind it because it's his rebellious years. You know, imagine being Robin though. Imagine
I
being.
hate teenagers at the best of times, man. And this is going to be a teenager fuckfest.
You're practically a teenager. Shut up. Like imagine being Robin though, and the whole time you just be dogged by Batman's image. The whole time people would be like, "Oh fuck him, he can't do shit without Batman."
Part of being Robin, dude.
Yeah, but like at a certain point, that would get you angry. So I can see somebody going, "Yeah, fuck Batman."
Just any other line.
Anyway,
He could say that at another point. Not to those guys though. That's like my point. Like maybe in the scheme of the Titans, like they're having a discussion. Why don't we get Batman's help? No, fuck Batman. I don't need him. You know, blah blah. But like just to
no,
a
I reckon
couple of
this
villains?
is better. I reckon this is
Alright,
better
alright.
because the whole point of Batman is he strikes fear into the villains. So Robin would want to do something fairly similar. So if you're acting cocky and pretending like you're better than Batman, you know, on a certain level, even if you don't believe him, that's fucking scary that this kid thinks he's better
Yeah.
than Batman.
Yeah, true.
So fuck Batman.
okay, all right. That's your new catchphrase, by the way.
Yeah, fuck Batman.
Just one
Playing Injustice. Fuck Batman.
Yeah,
that
fuck
dude
Batman.
sucks.
Yeah.
Unless you're
God.
versing somebody who's like a pro at him, in which case,
Just the computer version of him.
yeah, S tier.
For some reason. One last thing on Titans. The problem I have with this trailer is it's probably just going to be the first episode, or at least the first two.
Yeah, you did mention that.
These TV shows have a habit of cramming the first two episodes into the trailer and making it seem part of the whole season, and I just think that just takes away from it. So that's my prediction, at least. So everything in this trailer, first two episodes.
Well, we'll wait and see on that. Do you want to make a bet?
Yeah, I'll make a bet.
$5?
Nah.
You're not very confident then, are you?
I bet my dog.
Done deal. I want that thing. Live on the air.
Can't take it back unless I edit it out. Haha!
I edit.
Damn it!
What do you want to talk about next? We've got sort of 3 big things to hit, and then maybe a couple of minor things, and then maybe a topic of the week. Depends how fast we smash through this.
You want to talk trailers from Comic-Con?
I'd rather save that.
Save that.
They're sort of like the better things,
Okay,
if you know what I mean.
well, take a lead.
James Gunn.
Hey, did some stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, well, everyone's done some stuff.
I don't know, man.
For
I don't tweet
any-
about it, apparently.
Yeah.
If you don't tweet about it, it doesn't count.
For anyone that doesn't know, James Gunn's been kicked off Guardians 3.
Yes, James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, the past two, being praised for his work.
The one that made Guardians of the Galaxy what it is.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would be a relatively unknown entity to most people.
Yep.
He's been kicked off.
Yeah.
Guardians 3 for bad tweets.
From what?
Five or 6 years ago,
yeah,
something like that.
Years and
I'll
years
look it
ago. Now, I myself personally haven't looked at what these tweets are, but
And I'm not going to read them on the air, guys.
yeah, no, if you're interested, just look them up. But see, for me, I don't care what they are. You know, like it doesn't matter what he said. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. It was about rape and pedophilia.
Oh, good.
Mm.
My feet. No, I'm not going to say that. Backing out of that one hard. So he said some stuff on Twitter that somebody hashed up and doesn't like.
Yeah. This is a bit of a touchy subject in this PC culture day and age.
It is. We're talking PC again. We're back.
PC.
PC.
I don't know what to say about this. Like, I think everyone should be held accountable for things that they say, especially
online,
especially on such a public forum such as Twitter, and especially such a big name as James Gunn.
Yeah.
You sort of need to be held responsible for what you say. But at the same time, taking something small, or I'm also a very firm believer that everything can be joked about.
Yep.
Everything. You just... timing.
Yeah.
Time and place. And if you take something that's way out of context from 10 years ago, it's obviously going to look bad.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it is or isn't bad. I'm just saying, you've got to take into consideration time. You've got to take into consideration a lot of things. So they probably made the right call doing what they did. But at the same time, Disney is filled with racist, sexist, all sorts of ists all over the place.
Yeah.
You can't just boot him when you're not doing all the same.
Yeah, you know, Disney's a great company, but they're not perfect. There's a lot of background shit that has happened over the years. Like
Disney actually made a remark on that at one stage, saying they don't want to get rid of it because that would be basically like pretending like it didn't happen, whereas they think acknowledging it is better and putting a disclaimer at the start of it's better. And I think that's fair, but yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not that fussed on James Gunn leaving, to be honest. Like, I reckon it's a big hit. He's a fantastic director. Fantastic. But there is plenty of other fantastic directors out there. And you done goof, you get replaced.
Yeah.
It's sort of the way it works, you know?
Yeah, no, I 100% get that. Like,
Edward Norton was a dick on set of The Hulk, and he got replaced.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't... And I think, especially for a director, we've had discussions about Thor Ragnarok. Taika Waititi. Yeah, he,
Somebody actually asked me if I'm on board with him taking over Guardians.
Yeah, see, people have said, why doesn't he take... I mean, he did a similar sort of formula.
That's why I don't want him taking over.
But
because he just rehashed... He basically just rehashed what James Gunn did.
Is that not what, James Gunn would have done himself? Like,
No, but it's... I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about Waititi to tell whether that's his style. If it's not his style, don't do it. Zack Snyder got kicked off Warner Brothers because he didn't adjust his style to the way they wanted it, because it's his style.
Yeah.
You watch any of Zack Snyder's stuff, and it's relatively the same.
Yeah, it's
same
distinct.
Same with who's the guy who did the Batman trilogy?
Nolan.
The guy I hate. Yeah, same as Nolan. All of his shit is the same over and over and over. Michael Bay, all of his shit's the same over and over and over. If you're a director, I think it behooves you to stay with your style. Mm-hmm. If you've got multiple styles, I don't know. I don't know what Waitiki's like. I'm not necessarily on board, and I'm not necessarily against it. I don't particularly care.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy heavily fell off with me in number 2.
Yeah, like, I've only seen it once.
Yeah, I watched it and I enjoyed it, but the whole time it was just like waiting for it to end so I can move on with my life. Guardians 1 was pretty good.
Yes.
Guardians 2 was good, but it just didn't capture me.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. Is it because it was more of the same?
I can't even remember the plot.
Ego.
Ego, that's right.
Yeah, Ego.
I don't know. It probably was. I think when you release one movie and there's certain successful elements, Star-Lord being an idiot, Drax being dumb,
And even more idiot.
and then in the next movie they try to double down on that.
See, yeah,
It's
Drax in that in number 2 was just.
It's the
not
same as
good.
what kills TV shows for me. You've got, I don't want to say this, but you got the Big Bang Theory. Sheldon's popular. So what do? Girl Sheldon.
Yep.
Amy, introduce her. Almost every TV show does it eventually. The popular character they introduce a second version of. They try and funny plus funny does not equal funny, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And Drax plus Mantis, it didn't equal funny to me.
So, all right. If there was a petition, well, there is a petition to bring him back. Would you sign it? Don't care.
I don't sign shit.
Don't care enough.
No, I don't.
No, neither do I. I mean,
Like-
it's see, and the thing is it's
The thing is,
sort of just a director, really.
yeah.
Like the characters are there. The characters already have that.
Well, Guardian of Infinity War was pretty decent.
Yeah, but I mean, he directed the.
Yeah, that's what I'm
scenes.
saying. Like Infinity War, though, all the characters are still. They're different, but they're the same. So, they could be changed, is what I mean.
Yeah, but it's all there. Like anyone, I feel like anyone could probably come in. Marvel's gonna have a basic guideline anyway. They're gonna say, do this. We need this to happen in it because we want that for a future movie. We need that to happen in it. There's characters. You already know what they're like because there's 3 other movies that they're in.
Fans are so
Just do it.
Fans are so fickle but loyal at the same time. Like
It's
when
weird.
Ben Affleck was first cast, everyone was outraged, probably because of Daredevil, probably because they liked Christian Bale, and he didn't do that bad of a job. So I reckon, and it's not like we have any say in any of the directors
We really
in any
don't.
of the movies.
Fans have this weird.
They think that they
think that
are
they control
owed everything.
it.
Yeah,
Like that whole power to the people sort of thing. Like there's a little bit
Fuck
of that.
off,
But
yeah.
I mean, come on. How many times has that really worked out?
like who honestly would have picked Jon Favreau to direct the Iron Man movies?
Oh, exactly.
Like he's fantastic, but who would have picked him?
Yeah. To start off this franchise that's gone, so far. Anyway, who cares?
Yeah, that's my opinion.
My opinion about anything on the internet. If I don't like it, who fucking cares? Honestly.
Even if I do like it, who cares?
There you go.
The internet.
All right, moving on. Let's get on to some better things other than... Oh, also, I just wanted to make a side note. Brian Johnson, director of The Last Jedi, has deleted about 2,000 tweets since this James Gunn fiasco,
Yeah,
which
I've
I
heard
find
that.
hilarious. Oh, what's in those tweets, Ryan?
Well, what would you...
Is it the real Last Jedi? Are we going to get the real Last Jedi out of those tweets? Kidding, I don't care.
Don't go there. What would you think if J.J. Abrams took up Guardians? I'm not saying he will or anything like
I
that.
think lens flares.
That's all I need.
I don't care. I don't think a director can change it that drastically. That I say that in the light of, Joss Whedon's Justice League, but honestly, that's two polar opposite people.
I think that was just polar opposites of the color scheme.
Yeah, also that, yes. It doesn't make a difference to me. I'll watch it. I mean, hell, fucking, like I said, I've only seen the Guardians 2 once, which is strange. Not
Well, I've
Doctor
only
Strange.
seen Doctor Strange once.
I've seen that one twice.
I actually want to watch that again.
That is more for Benedict Cumberbatch. Like, I like him as an actor.
I actually really enjoyed that movie, and it was beyond Benedict. Like, I don't know, if somebody's got, like, funky magic signs and stuff on screen as special effects, I froth it. Like, Warcraft, when they cast the magic and it comes up as big symbols.
Yeah.
Froth it. Doctor Strange, when he's doing shit and it comes up with the, like...
Yeah, the whole,
the
squares and
I froth it.
the circles and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
You got me
it's
at that
great.
point. I'm down.
Yeah. Anyway,
Aquaman. Aquaman trailer has dropped, finally.
has big things, little things, underwater, CGI. What are we talking?
I didn't say anything. I just said the trailer's dropped. Then you went off on your own little tangent.
That's what I do.
All right, you have your own conversation about this.
Okay, good.
I'll,
Shut up.
I'll do my thing.
What did you think? First initial reaction: happy, sad.
Happy.
Good.
Happy.
Excellent.
I like Jason Momoa.
Well done.
Momoa. Why do I struggle with names so
Oh,
much?
God, I don't know.
Like, I say his name surprisingly regularly.
Yeah.
I say his name. I didn't like him at first when he was first cast and the very first scenes were shown back in Batman vs Superman.
Yes, I do remember that.
Didn't like him then because I didn't like the whole tattoo aspect. But now, froth it.
Is that just because you've gotten used to it, or you've seen more of it, or the way he's done it?
Seen more of it. I just like Jason Momoa as well, so it's just one of those things. It's
Yep.
like, anyway, the trailer.
Yes.
So first off, I wanna mention the plot
Yes.
of the movie because I try to avoid as many spoilers about things as I can.
Mm-hmm. So potential spoilers ahead, by the way.
Yeah, potential spoil. Well, it's in the trailer. If you're not gonna watch the trailer, then
What are you doing listening to us idiots?
anyway. So the Aquaman trailer, the plot was probably the most obvious plot they could have gone with, and I'm a little bit annoyed about it because it's just such an obvious thing
It is
to
but-
go for the Throne of Atlantis plot.
It is, but like, I don't know. I guess they just want to set him up, get him sorted as the king of Atlantis.
Yeah,
they want.
I get that, but you can do that without. You could have him as the king of Atlantis, and then have him take a vacay or whatever to fight Darkseid, and then in that time, Orm takes over and then wants to do his little thing. Like you can have it as a later plot. I just think in terms of all of Aquaman's stories, in terms of everything, the most well-known Aquaman story is the Throne of Atlantis. This battle thing. It's used so often. It's rehashed so often. I think I think it's just a cop out of a story.
I think they're just. I think DC is just trying to go for something.
Like they'll
Yeah,
probably do
something-
it well. They'll probably do it very well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's gonna be bad. I'm just saying it's a cop out.
maybe, but I think they're just trying to go for something that is universally accepted and okay. You know, like I don't think they're trying to, push the limits just yet until they nail a couple of movies that people are all happy with.
I
You know,
guess.
like I mean, Guardians. Like we were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Like it wasn't it wasn't bad. It was a good movie. We watched it.
I just find this is one of those things that it's such a big thing. It would be really hard to. It'd be really hard to come back from and make a second movie without it just being a rehash, if you know what I mean, or like smaller stakes sort of thing. Like exactly what we were talking about. I hate doing this, but Guardians of the Galaxy. What did they have to do for the second movie? He had to fight a literal planet.
Yeah.
You know, like you can't elevate it much from there.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fair. So
That's-
you would prefer a smaller scale movie?
Yeah, just like an establishing movie. I would very much like it if Atlantis was still unknown to the land people,
Yes.
humans, some might call them.
Yes.
I'd love it if Atlantis just stayed unknown for a few movies and Aquaman just did his thing and people are like, where the fuck does Aquaman go? But in this, obviously Atlantis is coming to fight the shore.
Yeah.
So people are going to know it exists. People are going to
Well,
know there's a whole race out there.
You're not too sure. You don't know how far this will go. Which is why we're going to watch it when it comes out.
Well, if it follows the Throne of Atlantis story, it's pretty obvious how far it's going to go.
Yeah, but suspension of disbelief. No.
I don't know. Like I'm still super on board for it, super keen because it is a fantastic story.
Yeah.
I just
We've got elements of origin story, obviously being his first solo movie. Even though he's been in two others, there's a lot of origin stuff in this trailer, which I mean it's expected. I guess they sort of do it, with anyone.
Black Manta looks fucking good.
He does look good for a
fuck you.
weird tin can man.
Shut up. He looks good.
He looks good. I like seeing him in action.
I've always
really
enjoyed
cool.
I've always enjoyed Black Manta as a villain. He's always such a really good villain. I don't know how to describe it. He's just got a good villain vibe. Like, everyone else might fuck around or get sidetracked with shit, but Black Manta always seems to just stay focused on what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I just like Black Manta.
that's cool.
Except in Injustice. He sucks.
Yeah. We've got a couple of different versions of Arthur Curry. Got
Young
real
Arthur, yep.
young kid. You know, we go right through it, so we're gonna see him, you know, training up to be the person that he is.
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking forward to seeing that, or do you just want to sort of get to, you know, what are you hoping they focus on?
I don't mind teenage Arthur.
Yeah,
Kid Arthur, you know, at the aquarium.
it's sort of gonna be
getting beat up.
Yeah, it's just gonna be him getting beat up until he no longer gets beat up. Like we've seen that. We saw that in Man of Steel. We've seen it
Yeah.
dozens of other superhero movies.
Yeah, I don't really care. But at the same time, I don't really care for his whole going out there and saving the occasional few people, jump on a ship.
What do you mean?
Save-
Like, are you talking similar to how he did in Aquaman? No, not Aquaman. Sorry, Justice League.
Yeah.
Like he saved that one dude.
Yeah. Like, I don't really care to see that. And they did it well enough in Justice League where they just sort of show the aftermath.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. What did you think of CGI? Because for me,
I don't mind it.
some of it was a bit sketchy. Like that
would be
that
a-
aquarium scene.
That would be a really hard thing to shoot, though.
It would be.
The whole
be.
film is going to have some aspect of CGI at least layered over the top of
yeah.
it. So it's going to be super hard to do believably well.
Yeah, see, I agree with that. Like, I mean, it is an underwater film. There's a couple of scenes, like there's a desert scene when they're in the plane and all that sort of stuff. There's that one shot of Black Manta shooting his lasers
Yep.
and like blowing up a building. That looked amazing. That
Yeah.
looked really good. But just some things I think just look a little bit.
I really hope that they set up for the others in this as much as they can, because that would be a really interesting story, a little spin-off
Yeah.
to run down as well.
Okay.
You've got no idea who they are, do
Nope.
you? Remember in the last episode, I think it was, where I mentioned Birds of Prey?
Yes.
The others are sort of similar. They're just like another superhero group of like offshoot people.
Gotta have more.
Yeah. But they've got some. It's got some really interesting characters in it, so I look forward to that if
Cool.
they do that. Hopefully.
Yep. So,
So,
did anything really surprise you in this trailer?
talking underwater. No.
Wow, crazy, right?
No.
Do you think that that's a good move, right?
Yeah, fuck Earth. If they had have had to make a little air bubble every time one of
Every
these people
single
wanted
time?
to talk, the movie would have looked ridiculous.
Yeah. I just don't know what they were thinking, like
don't
in
kn-
Justice League. Like,
I don't know why it was a big deal.
and that air bubble thing that Mira creates, isn't that like specific to her? That's
Yeah,
like
she's
her
an
thing.
she's an Aquamancer. She's like one of the, because Mira isn't actually Atlantean. She's
Yeah.
oh fuck. She's from somewhere else anyway. Mira's not Atlantean, so that's why she's an Aquamancer. She can
she can
control water, but
do
she doesn't
that.
have like the ability to manipulate fish or whatever like Aquaman does. So
Yeah. So it's like, what did other Atlanteans do? Just like seriously, what the fuck?
Exactly.
You know, so good move on that behalf. It looks weird. I will admit, it looks a little bit weird, just like straight up talking, clear voice underwater. But I think
By
that's
the by,
just
what'd you think
what else
on
we gonna
Mira? Like her hair. I've
is-
seen a few things online. People
is
didn't like
redder.
how red it was, like
I
how
don't know,
vibrant red it was.
Looks like the comics.
That's what people didn't like. They were like, "Oh, it's too comic booky." And it's like, but it's a comic book movie. You've got a guy shooting lasers out of his eyes, and then another guy shooting lasers out of his helmet.
Well, okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. In this, I don't know. It's just a hair color. See, for me, that makes almost no difference to me. And I think,
Zeebel's where Mira's from.
okay, cool.
Carry on.
Good, thank you. I think it'll sort of work because in the underwater scenes, it's going to be a bit muted. You've got very, heavy blue color throughout the whole thing. It's going to mute that hair color. It's just because like they're in the daylight outside. That's when it's really noticeable. In the underwater scenes, it just
Yeah,
you don't notice it, honestly.
I don't really care. I'm down for it all the same.
Yeah, like whatever. You do you, Mira. If you want to dye your hair red, that's cool.
Don't think it's dyed.
You don't know that.
Anyway,
You don't know that.
Anyway, what were we saying?
I don't know. What are we doing here? What are we talking about?
Thoughts?
Movies.
All together though. What
Yeah, I'm keen. I love Jason Momoa, so
Yeah.
I want this movie. Let's do it.
What do you think Rotten Tomatoes is going to do?
It's probably going to give it a C. 72.
Splat. A nice solid 60 splat.
72%.
66%.
Are we nailing this down?
Bet the dog back.
But what if I never lose the dog?
Then I get it.
Oh, man.
And you win nothing.
I'm not on board with this.
All right, next,
But done deal.
next trailer.
Next trailer.
Shazam!
Shazam! Man, I'm so keen for this movie. I think everyone is.
I've actually been seeing a lot of pushback about it.
Really?
Yeah, like a lot.
Everyone I've talked to and seen has just been like, yes.
Well, like I said, I
Yes.
frequent a lot of message boards.
You do.
And the shitposting ones specifically are not looking forward to this.
Really?
Yeah.
What are their opinions?
It's too childish, for one. You know, having the floss and all those other little things, too childish.
Dude's like 13, man. What do you want?
Yeah, that's what...
Regardless
I think,
of how buff he is and how superhero he looks,
I think
he's
people
a
are forgetting that.
13-year-old. What do you want?
Two, a lot of people actually didn't like his suit, which
I think it looks-
which we'll touch on that.
Okay, yeah.
And three, another third reason I can't remember. Anyway,
Great.
So let's break it down. Break
Okay.
it down now. AM to the PM.
PM to the AM
Uh,
to the PM to the...
Be humble.
Yes. Okay. So, general vibe of the trailer is going very light, very like you sort of said, a little bit childish, but I will stand by the fact that this dude is a kid.
I think it's a great move,
I think it is a great move too.
as well as just because DC's been so dark, and honestly it has. Snyder, I'm not blaming you, Snyder, but you made it fucking dark.
Yeah.
Because it's been so dark, I think there needs to be a few movies which, you know, are out there, are a bit different.
Yeah.
And Shazam could totally go a lot darker down the line.
Yeah.
Once he gets involved in the Justice League and all that sort of stuff. 100%, it could go dark. But as it stands now, I think bringing it out because if you were 13 and you all of a sudden became a superhero, you wouldn't instantly go into Batman brooding and start fucking...
You would not. Not at all. You'd be like loving life.
Yeah.
And doing the things in this trailer that we see.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. I 100% think that he's doing what would be realistic in that scenario.
Yeah, exactly right.
If you're a 13-year-old kid, one of the first things you do would be going and buying a bunch of like alcohol, probably.
Yeah, which we'll talk about in a sec.
You'd be testing out your powers. You'd be punching through buildings. You'd be trying to fly. You'd be doing all that stuff. He's a kid.
Yeah.
He's
Legit.
gonna do the floss. When I was in Japan recently, I saw a bunch of kids doing the floss at the war memorial.
Oh god.
Like white tourists doing it's just what kids do.
It's just a kid thing.
It's a viral trend at the moment. It's the same as Black Panther pulling out the "what are those" meme. It's gonna happen because it's part of its time.
But on that note, I think this is a better way of doing it, including that trend thing now in the trailer. I think that's a good move because it won't age it then. Like when we see it in April, I think it's coming out. When we see it then, and he does the floss, which is probably not going to be a thing anymore by that time because we know how trends go. They just come and go as anything. I think it's going to be okay because we're going to be like, oh no, we saw that back in August.
So for me,
Is it August? No, it's not. Is it still July?
yeah, it's August, like in 2 days.
Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, move on.
Now I'm gonna have to upload this really quickly.
Yeah,
so
you're
that,
going to have to.
so that the time stays
Like
well.
today.
Shit.
Today, son.
I hate listening to us at the best times.
So, what else we got? You mentioned costume just before.
I actually really like the costume because I remember back in episode 4.
3 or 4, yeah.
4. We were discussing the very first set photos, and I said the costume looks balls crap.
And
They need to fucking fix it with
and you've done a
CGI.
flip.
And yeah, they fixed it.
There's a lot of detail in this costume, just as all the DC, costumes that are out there.
Yeah, did you see the pictures that Cosplay Chris put up on his Instagram from San Diego Comic-Con?
Muy bien, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. The texturing over the whole suit, in the lightning bolts.
The lightning bolts in the belt and stuff, yeah.
Awesome. And like the the lightning bolt effect on his chest in the trailer.
I think that's the biggest issue people's got, because that is a little bit fake. It's almost like he's got a neon on his chest rather than
Almost,
having an
but
actual.
I don't know how you can sort of translate it.
You can't.
I can't
You
think of a
can't.
better way to put that onto screen.
The only thing I would think might be better for that is, instead of having it be bright, I'm colorblind. What color is
Yellow.
it? Logic, lightning.
Right.
Instead of it being bright yellow, have it as sort of cloudy blue with lightning effects running through it. That would be what I would want.
That would be a bit like the Injustice #1. The Injustice one. I think
Yeah.
that's whitish with a the
Yeah,
sort of that
especially
lightning bolt
since he
effect.
shoots blue lightning.
Yes.
So line that shit up and then have Black Adam shoot yellow lightning with a yellow lightning bolt sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. That's just a little niggle. But I like the effect of when his friend, I can't remember his name. Freddy touches it.
Yep.
And like it gets that little shock ball
Yeah.
sort of thing.
That's kind of cool.
I like that.
Like, it's unnecessary, but it's cool.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, a few people are actually comparing it to the Green Lantern costume
Not at all.
just because of the CGI of that section.
Really? Like, Green Lantern was a completely CGI suit. Like, I didn't mind it because it's a Green Lantern suit. It's alien. It's literally made from the ring.
It's made from light.
It's not an actual physical suit, so I don't even care about that. But this, like, 3 parts of it, I think, in total, are like made up of CGI.
You know what?
The rest of it is just sort of coloring and effects.
You know
which they
what
do in
you know what will be the one thing that destroys the suit for me?
What's that? The hood?
If he doesn't wear the fucking hood throughout the movie.
He wears it once in the trailer, I think.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think it's when he comes up to the window and he says,
Nope.
"It's me, Billy."
Nope.
No?
We'll look at this later.
Okay.
But regardless, if he doesn't wear that fucking hood, I am going to have the shits big time.
I reckon he'll wear it once.
He fucking better, because I love
Just
that.
once.
I love hoods on superheroes, like Green Arrow.
Yeah, but hoods in movies can be really bad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of, like, I don't know. I just don't want it to look like... Have you ever seen those Assassin's Creed cosplays that are really bad?
Yeah.
And have got, like,
Where
really
it
bad...
dangles down like to your nose.
Yeah, really bad hood. Yeah, that's what I imagine when I think he's going to put this hood on, and so I'm okay if he doesn't put it on, because I don't want that.
I actually think the yellow is a better lightning bolt than a blue would be. In saying I really would like a cloudy blue sort of thing, I think yellow is probably a better move, because it stems back to like the original Shazam costume.
Yeah.
Where
It's very
it's a
reminiscent.
big gold lightning bolt on his chest. So
Yeah. It's very reminiscent of the original costume, with obviously the modern day aspect in the minor details
Yeah.
throughout the suit.
I'm really excited for it.
I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's a fantastic.
What do you think of Dr. Savannah?
I think he's got about 2 seconds worth of airtime.
Yeah,
So
but
I can't really make an opinion.
what I'm saying is, like, he stops a punch from Shazam. One, Shazam might not be trying to punch him as hard as he can, obviously, because he's got super strength. And I don't think he wants to break in the dude's skull initially. So it could be like a light-handed punch, but he catches his punch. Like,
Yeah.
isn't he meant to be smart, not strong?
He
Mark
is wearing
Strong?
the hood when he first rocks up to
Strong. Told you.
Freddy's room.
Call it.
How do you think Freddy got that batarang? Or do you
I think
reckon
it's just a
prop?
replica.
Yeah.
I reckon it's a replica. It looks like a fucking good replica.
Like the sort of one I'd want.
Yeah. That are about $140. I've looked them up.
We off air showed Connor a video of just Shazam doing the floss for like half a minute.
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, it's a nice touch.
The editing of the trailer was really good. I will say that.
Yeah.
With the music and like the camera sort of movements,
Yeah.
very good.
Do
I
you
think
think?
it did well.
Do you think the music will sort of like stand up, sort of thing? Like I'm aware Humble probably won't be in the actual.
It probably
film.
won't be in the actual film, but I don't know.
The thing I find funniest about the trailer is, you know, he's just walking around in this suit, and not that many people are like looking twice at him.
I don't know. Maybe in this time period of the DC universe, like, people are dressing up. I mean,
But why would
it's,
you?
It's that whole thing. Like, what what would we do if superheroes were actually
If superheroes
around?
were actually around, I would not risk being associated with them. What if you walk past a villain and he thinks you're an actual hero and starts beating the shit out of you? Or a criminal who wants to fuck you up purely because he thinks you're an actual hero? Fuck Batman. Am I right?
I've never thought about it like that, but
I would
okay,
not.
yeah,
I
fair.
would not.
That's a fair point.
Unless,
it is
like-
going to be pretty risque.
Yeah, unless like it's a peaceful time or something like that. Yeah, like maybe wear a shirt or something like that. But in a whole suit dressed up with fucking like a neon lightning bolt on your chest and no one's looking twice at him except when he zaps their phone. That's the only time people look at him. Like, nah.
It is. Yeah,
I
you raise a good point. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it'll
We
get
won't
fleshed
see.
out.
That won't be addressed.
It might. It might. Something to note when they're coming out of the
AM to the PM.
when they're coming out of the AM to the PM to the AM to the PM.
Yep. Be humble.
Yeah,
Just be humble.
they got
That's-
humble. I'm assuming that's going to be the moral of this movie.
I don't
Him
think they're
being
humble the entire movie.
No,
up
he
until
will.
he gets his punch stopped.
Then he got to be humble. So anyway, he's coming out of the convenience store. In the initial shot, you see him holding a 6-pack of beer. And then like it cuts, and then there's another shot, and he's holding a bunch of lollies and soft drink and all that sort of stuff. So just a little speculation. They
Hey.
try beer, they find out it tastes like arse, and then they go in and get sweets. It's just my little note,
It's an adjusted flavor.
possibly.
I'm gonna,
Just
I'm gonna
because
look,
you get big doesn't mean you like beer. Is that what they're saying? I don't get it.
I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, have a quick geezer.
AM to the PM.
It was something that I noticed and really annoyed me because
So-
of editing. I hate chopped together editing in trailers
For
because
that reason,
it
yeah.
really distracts me. But with this, I think I don't know. It's alright.
So I like I was saying to you.
Yes,
Yep. Yeah, he's got a beer.
got a beer, got
Yep.
6,
And
grabs it out,
then, yep, a whole bunch of different stuff.
Oh hey, I'm a
Yep.
superhero. I like that line as well. See, she is looking at him weirdly, but it could just be the smashed glass and two
It
dudes
could just
thrown
be
out a
he
window.
threw 2 dudes at her.
Well, see, she's really shocked that he's an actual superhero. Another op-
I really like
Yeah.
when he actually turns into Shazam.
That
in
is an excellent
Yeah.
shot. I was saying that to you before. That is an excellent shot. It just there's no camera movements about it. There's no
Yeah.
trickery. It's
just
just
lightning
straight
bolt
up
down.
lightning bolt
walks
down,
out.
and he walks out of the smoke, and he's Shazam.
I'm trying to like justify this scene. I can't.
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to work out how they could possibly do that in the movie and not have it look weird. But it's the same scene because you can see the broken glass in the background.
It is the same scene, but I reckon they'll go back in and they'll get a bunch of other stuff. They'll be like, "This tastes like shit. Let's go back in and grab some other stuff," because
It's
this
actually
this will be like on the first night or something like that.
yeah. It's actually they throw the guys out the window and there's 2 people standing there in front of him, and then he walks out with beer and then it cuts to him with a whole bunch of different stuff and they're walking past again and it's a different person looking at him. So
Yeah, I reckon they'll just go back in after they decide that beer tastes like shit.
and I've come round to Zachary Levi.
Yeah, you have big time.
A lot of that's come down to following him on Instagram.
Yeah, I think
He's got some good Instagram game.
he's held up his end of the game.
He's wholesome.
Wholesome.
I like him. He's
That
wholesome.
is that is one way to describe him.
Yeah.
And he posted a gym selfie as well
Mm.
of him, saying it's not all the muscle suit.
Boy got back.
Yeah, he done well. Good on him. I mean, I think
Although
it's...
he's slimmed down a lot already.
Oh, well, that's always going to happen. Like, geez, like, Christ. Look at Ben Affleck.
My
Like-
hero.
Yeah.
My Batman.
But
My Batman.
He just gone all over the place. Like, Batman v Superman, he was ripped to shreds. And then Justice League, like, you could tell.
Yeah.
They got that undersuit for a reason. They ain't doing no shirtless shots in Justice League for a reason. Like, what else can we talk about this trailer? I'm just super excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for
That's
it.
it.
I've always liked Shazam, and he's always sort of been under the radar a little bit. So I'm just excited to have something good
Yeah.
for him
I think
You
I think it's going to be a great move. So well done to
because
DC.
the new 52 comics does not hold up to Shazam all that well.
Haven't really read them, to be honest.
He's a bit annoying in it.
A bit annoying.
Yeah.
13-year-old kid being a bit annoying. Who would have thunk it?
Stop hating on kids so much. You've got one.
Yeah, I've got one, and if he turns out like the kids I hate,
He's
then
going to be. He's going to be a teenager. You can't stop that.
I'm looking up boarding school prices. Sending him away.
Stop hating on kids. Like, it's fine.
Says you. You're like the biggest kid hater I've ever met.
No, but I don't just randomly bring it up for the sake of it. I wait until I see one being a dick in the street, and then I'm like, fucking kids. I don't just hate on... It's like, that's like racism, man, or ageism,
Whoa.
or sexism.
I'm gonna put a tweet out about this.
It's like, it is, though. You're taking one part of this little group and then making their bad habits.
Don't make me out to be the bad guy.
You are the bad guy in this scenario.
God, no.
Oh God, no, not me.
I'm a bad guy.
My favorite picture that he's put up on his Instagram, though, is like Batman and Superman facing off to each other. Then you just see Shazam in the background. If you so if you just, I'll post that on our Facebook.
All right, cool. What else we got, bro?
I don't know.
I think that's about time.
Is it?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That
What are you watching at the moment? Let's just round out the last 10 minutes with that.
It's gonna be really unexciting to talk about, but I've been watching The Crown.
The what?
The Crown. You know, Queen Elizabeth, Queen E.
Ah, my girl.
My main girl. What? Queen E.
Yeah.
Commonwealth represent.
All right.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting. I know like jack shit about the
Oh, what the
royal
hell?
family, and I've never been as interested in the royal family as I have been since watching The Crown.
Just sidebar. I saved that picture off
Yes.
of his Instagram.
Yes.
And it saved every picture off his Instagram for some reason. So now I'm a massive Zachary Levi fan.
Apparently, you've got all
I've
his
got
Instagram
all of his
photos
Instagram
downloaded.
photos saved.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so The Crown.
Such a
How'd you get
fan.
onto that?
It's just something I've been wanting to watch on Netflix. I heard it was good. I like historical stuff, so
Is it?
I think it's really good. Like within the first episode, I was well and truly
Hooked
hooked,
on the Queen.
intrigued. I
Are
was
you
like,
a monarchist now?
Oh, I totally am. I'm feeling my English roots come through. So yeah, no,
God save the Queen.
absolutely. You know it, my girl. No,
Did you watch the royal wedding?
I actually did. I wasn't in. We were at a family dinner, and then we were all laughing.
You don't
about...
need to make excuses for it.
Okay.
You watched the royal wedding.
I sat down with popcorn. I was super keen. Saw Tom Hardy there.
Ugh.
Apart from that, I've just started watching a show called Final Space,
Don't need to tell me.
which I was super excited to tell you about. It was the first day I'd seen it on Netflix. It popped up in that like opening window, so I was like, "Oh, this is." I was really excited. I added it to my list, and then I started watching an episode. You came over that night, and I was like, "Hey, by the way, I've been watching," and you're like, "Yeah, I've seen the whole season." You just fucking crushed me, bro. And you, like I was talking about, I think it was 2 episodes back. You love just having your thing and just being like, whatevs. You did it. You did it. Congratulations. I hope you feel good.
I don't love it.
You fucking loved it. I saw it in your eyes, man.
Mate, you're the one that got way too excited about showing me some crappy Rick and Morty ripoff.
It's not that bad. It's
No,
okay.
it's actually a pretty good show.
I think you just got to look at it in its own form. You can't compare it to anything else. You just go, this is just another cartoon.
It is a background show for me though, which is rare for me to have a background show.
I'll agree with that. I've walked away from it a couple of times. Not
Yeah.
intentionally. Just making a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I don't know. I spent a lot of time on my phone while it was playing, so I've started watching Altered Carbon finally.
Yay! That means we can talk about it.
It's really good.
Yeah, it is
I'm
good.
Really enjoying it. I'm only like 2 or 3 episodes in, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm super into cyberpunk at the moment. Like any sort of cyberpunk,
Yeah.
androids,
Which is
Blade Runner.
Which is going to be, hopefully that carries over for when Cyberpunk 2077, the game by CD Projekt Red, comes out.
And Beyond Good and Evil.
Yes, actually, that's another one.
It
It is very much the age of cyberpunk
Yeah.
at the moment.
I'm
It's all sort of coming back.
also watching Tokyo Ghoul finally.
What's that?
It's an anime. It's really good. What else am I watching? Something else that I started watching. I can't remember what it is though. That shows how invested I am.
Not very.
And then I dropped all that to start watching South Park again.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't get on board with South Park. I think I just missed it when I was a kid, so I just can't.
There was nothing to miss. It's still funny. It still holds up.
It's just nah. Too late, man. Too late. I don't have that connection to it.
I don't know. I like it because the creators are really, really smart. Like, some of the stuff that they
Okay.
put out,
Yeah.
they're just really fucking
I
smart.
think the only thing that I'm sort of interested in about South Park is the actual games, and that's just from me watching
They're
you
super
play them.
fun too.
Yeah, that I
But
think looks
it's
fun.
literally just like playing an episode of the show. So if you think that's funny or fun or whatever, it's literally just playing an episode of the show.
Yeah, but see, I can set aside time for games that
Have it running in the
I
background.
think are okay, but
South Park is a great background show.
Mm.
I don't know. I just find the creators really smart, and so I just enjoy them for that reason. Like, obviously, there's dumb fart humor and a lot of poop jokes and stuff like that. But if you look at the background,
why aren't I on board then?
stuff like the Book of Mormon that they've done, it's
Yeah.
just so fucking smart, man. Like, some things they get wrong. Like, they did a Game of Thrones episode, and it was pretty wrong.
I think I've seen a couple of those episodes where they're direct rips from something. Like I've seen the World of Warcraft one. That one I enjoyed.
That's a fucking fantastic.
That
show.
one I really enjoyed.
the whole show is just a parody of everything.
everything. But see, sometimes I can't handle parodies. I don't like parodies of things. I just like watching the thing that
I
they
enjoy
parody.
it. I enjoy going into the show and trying to like pick out what the parody is going to be for this episode, like without looking at the episode name or anything like that.
You're an egg hunter.
Yeah.
A gunter, as Ready Player One would say.
And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I enjoy South Park for that reason. Like I said, that Game of Thrones one was pretty wrong.
Yeah.
There's not that many dicks in the show, but they go wild on like making dick jokes. So
Yeah, right. I actually, you've just reminded me. Ready Player One, I saw that.
yeah, you were talking about that the other night.
I thought it was okay. I was, mildly surprised. I had no expectations, so that probably helps. Like I was like, whatever, I'll watch this. I've actually watched a shit ton of movies recently. Red Sparrow.
How'd that go? I want to watch that.
It's pretty good, pretty dark. Like, well, I say pretty dark to a normie viewer.
Yeah,
We sort of the shit that happens in it. We sort of see it all the time.
don't talk yourself up.
I'm not talking ourselves up. I'm not getting you hyped or like false expectations of how something can be dark.
There's a few
We
movies.
watch a lot of dark shit, man.
There's a few movies I want to watch, but I never get around to it because there's always like
Other
more
stuff.
TV shows and stuff like that ahead of it. Like I want to watch the remake of It, but there's just
no,
other
and-
TV shows ahead of it and stuff that I want to watch.
See, that's horror, so I have no investment in it. But something that I am going to start watching is the Mission Impossible movies. I've never seen them.
Yeah, hard pass. Spy movies, little action flicks like that. I don't know. It just doesn't capture me.
See, I really want to watch the new one. So
So I used to like him. Like I've watched all of the Bonds and all that sort of stuff up until
Yeah.
Daniel Craig. Just spy flicks just don't get me, man. Unless like they're really smart spy flicks, they just don't get me. What do you want?
I don't want anything. What do you want?
I don't know. Stop looking at my phone. And with that, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
This episode was brought to you by Castos, our beloved sponsor and host.
If you like listening to a podcast,
You might like creating a podcast.
you never know until you try. I mean, look at us.
I still don't know,
Okay.
and I've tried.
I think it's pretty good.
It's fun. We do it mostly as a hobby to
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If anything, this is the stuff we talk about.
yeah, I don't know, we listen to a lot of podcasts, and for a long time we sat around going, well, fuck it, why don't we just make a podcast?
We've got things to say.
Yeah,
We've got tweets to delete.
It's just I do not actually. I've got 3 tweets. Yeah, it's a hobby for us, but the hardest part about it was choosing who we wanted to host our podcast. And, in terms of what you get for the price you pay, Castos is one of the best. By
Definitely
far.
one of the best. Low maintenance.
Low maintenance.
Low maintenance.
Super helpful. Manageable price, manageable memory.
Yeah, like
Muy bueno.
Muy bueno. Caliente.
Molto bene.
Si. You know any other languages?
Ides. I don't know.
Was that Japanese?
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Genki desu.
You took Japanese in school, didn't you?
Genki desu yo.
Oh, Duh. We,
Much good.
yes, we both lead pretty busy lives. But honestly, like uploading and all that sort of stuff is really easy to do.
Yeah.
We can both do it super quickly. You just let it do it. You can set times that you want certain episodes uploaded. We don't upload episodes regularly.
Yeah, most of your RSS feed is automatically shipped out to like iTunes and all the other ones
Yeah.
out there, so you don't even have to worry about checking. Like, the initial setup is just a piece of piss.
Yeah. You just you click publish, and then at the desired time that you publish it, it's done.
Then they publish. So if you're thinking about making a podcast, or if you're thinking about just, I don't know, showing us up, go for it. Sign up to Cast.
Try your best.
Click that link in the description,
Link the link.
and click that link in the doobly-doo, and get started. Just do it. Just do it.
Other things you'll find down below are our locations on social medias. We've
Yep.
got Facebook, we've got Gmail, we've got the Insta.
Gmail is not social media.
Well,
Google Plus is. Gmail is
If you
not.
want to contact us, you can contact us on the Gmails.
Twitter,
Lindsay promises
Instagram.
he'll reply.
Facebook,
I don't.
YouTube.
YouTube,
It's all there.
It's all
8-Bit
there.
Idiots Pod. And our website.
Vero. I'm still pushing it.
Plenty of fish. 8bitidiotspod at .castos.com.
Do you want to try that again?
What?
You fumbled that one. 8-Bit Idiots Pod at Castos. Nope, I fucked it.
Yeah, you fucked it. 8bitidiotspod.castos.com. That's all it is. I didn't fumble it. You did.
Okay,
Um,
I will believe you.
that's it.
That's it. End of the show. We did it. We did another episode.
Go home.
What if they're already home? I'm home. You go home.
Leave your home then.
Get out of my podcast room. Leave the dog. Ah, shit, he actually left. How am I going to end a podcast now?